Right then guys, welcome back. It's me, TFT, and yes, we are back with another street food review. For today's review, we thought we haven't done a cafe shop, a cafeteria, coffee shop, whatever you want to call it. We haven't done one for quite a while. So somebody recommended to us Porthole Cafe here in Middlesbrough. I'm going to drop down all the addresses, descriptions in the description box. It is very, very cold. We've come here on recommendation. Is Porthole Cafe going to warm us up, or is it going to leave us cold-hearted? Let's get in there and find out. Right then guys, here we are, Porthole Cafe. To be fair, it's not as cold as I thought it was going to be. So I thought, why not sit outside and do our review outside the Porthole Cafe. Right then, what did we get? DESI breakfast has become a very common theme on the Food Troll channel. Are you doing something important? No, mate, you just go ahead, man. There's nothing important here. Where there's food, that is important, but not important enough that we're going to stop people from living their day-to-day lives. Right, look at this here, guys. I was saying before, DESI breakfast has become a popular thing on the Food Troll channel, TFT. We've come to Porthole Cafe. First things first, service has been absolutely fantastic. Lovely ladies behind the bar. Didn't wait too long. We got ourselves, have a look. We got ourselves the aloo parantha, freshly made. That looks absolutely fantastic. It smells fresh. It's like a UFO, innit? Frisbee. But look at it, amazing. We also got some halwa, which you've seen before on the channel. Still nice and hot and steaming. We got some chane. Have a look at that. Chane with a boiled egg, and you got the greenery on as well. Bit more of that. I will let the viewers have a good look at that. Savor that moment. Looks absolutely amazing, does that, doesn't it? And we also got some achar as well. Prices, everything else, like I said before, I will be dropping down the description box. We've also got a cup of desi tea coming as well, and a paratha with a spicy omelette. But first things first, let's crack open this aloo paratha. First things first, I will say, look at the size of it. Usually when you get paratha, they aren't that big. That is quite a big size paratha. You're probably wondering it's greasy, but they are supposed to be greasy. Let's have a look on the insides. Let's see, have a look inside this. It's got a potato filling. You can see that potato filling in there as well. It's nice, it's light, it's airy. Wow, fluffy as well. Look at the steam coming off that. You can see the chili flakes as well. You can see where the potatoes, chili flakes, you got the herbs and spices, you got a bit of onions in there as well, which I like. I'm going to take a piece of this bit here because we've got the potatoes, aloos overflowing out the paratha there. Let's try a bit of this. I will say before, as I said before, this breakfast. Oh, thank you very much, guys. Do you mind? This guy here is a follower, and this guy has recognized me and he's paid for the food. I did say no, but he insisted on paying for the food. Thank you very much, mate. I appreciate that. And I really appreciate your hospitality. Middlesbrough has been great, always has been. Thanks very much, guys. Thanks, yeah, thank you very much. So, yeah, so that guy, he paid for the food. He said, TFT, you've come into Middlesbrough, let me take care of that bill. Massive thank you to him, respect. Right, so the tea's come as well. We got some desi tea. Desi tea in a westernized cup. I'm liking that. Bit of mixing both cultures up. You got Asian tea in a westernized cup. Right, let's get back to the paratha. Take a look at that. Well cooked as well, both sides. Let's take a look at it. I'm not expecting it to be too crispy, because whenever you put a filling in a paratha, it doesn't tend to be crispy. It's crispy when it's on its own. Once you put the filling in, it's going to give it a bit more of a fluffy kind of feel. That there is a decent paratha. One thing I want to say as well, guys, a lot of you keep on saying I say paratha. From where I come from, we do say paratha with an N. Some people say paratha, we say paratha. So for those of you who saying I'm saying it wrong, I think it just depends on which part of the country you come from. Right, the paratha, like I said before, it's got a strong taste of the potatoes coming in. You can pick up them chili flakes, you can pick up them onions coming through as well. What does it taste like with the chane? Right then, I did a video a while ago when I first started my channel, the correct way to eat a chapati, the correct way. Now, I'm going to show you again. You make a scoop, you get in close with the camera, and we're gonna scoop up them chane. These chane are, texture-wise, they're a mixture between the ones we had in Accrington, Cha-Cha-Chais, and in Bradford at Fip Cafe. Fip Cafe were really oily, really greasy. Accrington were dry. These are probably medium. Let's see what they taste like with this paranthas. They taste amazing, absolutely amazing them. Not too spicy, nice creamy taste on them chickpeas. If you come in close, you can even spot all the herbs and spices that are in that chana there. Get a really close look in. Let's try it with a bit of egg. Let's see what the egg's saying. Bit of egg, bit of chane, bit of chana sauce on that egg. That looks divine. And I can tell you what, it tastes absolutely divine as well. Fantastic flavour. I think these are little chilies they put on top. I'm not sure what they are. Green peppers. I'm not going to risk them. Right, let's move on quickly to the halwa. Have a look at this, guys. Assalamu alaikum, guys. How are you doing? You alright? It's a nice portion of halwa as well, that. Very nice portion. You can see the almonds and everything else they've put on top. You got a pistachio there as well, which gives it a bit of a crunch to that halwa. Very, very popular breakfast in the subcontinent, and there's a lot of places now, believe it or not, in England and UK that are actually serving desi breakfast. There's quite a lot of English cafes who usually sell English breakfast have started selling desi breakfast because it is becoming a popular thing. Pretty busy in there as well. Have a look inside. Plenty of seating. Unfortunately, the toilets are out of order, but they've got quite a bit of seating in there. They do English breakfast. They do quite a big menu. Right, let's try this halwa out with this parantha. Here we go. Take a look at that. When you get a desi breakfast, everything tends to revolve around the parantha. The parantha is going to go with the halwa. It's going to go with the chane. It's going to go with the omelette as well. Desi, for desi breakfast, this here is the main thing you're going to get, and everything revolves around that paranthas. Banging. A really strong halwa taste coming through. And it's as though the paranthas wrapped around itself, around that warmth of that halwa. When you break into that parantha, you actually jump into the warmth. It's like jumping into a nice warm bath on a cold, shivery morning. If that's a comparison that I can make. Really nice warm halwa, and you got the outer of the parantha that wraps itself warm. Oh mate, amazing. One more bite, one more bite, one more bite. Splendid. Another thing that features heavily in desi breakfast is the achar, the pickle. It's got a really strong flavour, really strong taste, really strong flavour. Let's try it with our parantha. I'm going to try a piece of this parantha with the onion in. Okay. So they could have done with a bit more, maybe a bit more heat on that parantha. The potato is a bit bland. Maybe add a few more herbs and spices in there as well, just to not spice it up too much, but maybe give you an option. Do you want your parantha mild? Do you want it medium? Or do you want it spicy? Maybe that's an option they should consider. Let's try this now. Thing with the char, I will say, you don't need too much of it on your food because it's got a really strong taste. Just a little dip, just a little dabble. If you're dabbling, that's all you really need to really appreciate that flavour. Now then, guys, I just quickly want to say the weather's getting really bad. Nighttime, sub-zero temperatures. I put a little community post on my channel a few days ago asking you guys if you know anybody in the greater Manchester area who is sleeping rough, who is sleeping out in the cold. Please ring these numbers. I've put them there in the corner for you. The numbers are in that corner for you. Take a look at them numbers. If you know anybody in that area who's sleeping rough, who has nowhere to sleep in the cold weather, who is out there shivering on the streets, please, please, please give them that number and maybe link up with these guys and they'll offer them a bed to sleep on. Now then, while I sip on my tea, I was waiting for my other paratha with the spicy omelette, but it hasn't arrived and the review's nearly finished. So maybe I'll get well, I'm not going to get a refund because that young man there paid for the food, but they must have forgot, they must have got busy. I'm going to conclude my review of Porthole coffee shop. Opening times, everything else will be in the description box. And while I sip on my DESI tea, oh, that is soothing. That is soothing. That is really, really, really soothing. As I sip on my DESI tea, TFT wants to say to all of you guys, if you like the content, if you like the channel, if you like what we do, please give us a like, give us a comment, give us a thumbs up, subscribe the channel, share the channel, and help us hit that 10k mark. Fantastic. I've had a fantastic experience. Weather has been perfect. I'm sat out in the sun. It is a bit cold, but that sun is warm, and this paratha breakfast has been absolutely delightful. Really, really warmed up my heart, warmed up my soul, and I'm going to be leaving Porthole Cafe with a very, very respectable 9.1. 9.1 for Porthole Cafe. Maybe spice that paratha up a touch more. I'm not concerned about the paratha you missed out on. That there has been fantastic. I don't think I'd have managed that other paratha anyway. So 9.1 for the Porthole coffee shop in Middlesbrough. I'll drop the address in the description box. You guys have officially been food troll certified, and we shall see you guys for the next one. Right then guys, the paratha and the spicy egg has eventually arrived. I thought they'd forgot all about it, but you know what, they hadn't. Let me close this door. Have a look at this then. Ho, 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 ho. This is the original paratha, plain paratha. Let's get this tray out of the way first, eh? Let's make some room. Put that over there. Now then, what we got now is the traditional plain paratha. No filling. Like I said before, this will be a lot more crispy. Have a look at the spicy omelette as well. Spicy indeed. Garnished with a few peppers, with a bit of this, with a bit of that. But you know what, garnishing, it doesn't matter, it depends on what it tastes like. Let's have a look at this paratha. I said to you before about how it's going to be crispy and how it's going to be crunchy, and you can see that it's very flaky with it being the original traditional paratha. No filling. Don't worry about the grease, because paratha are supposed to be greasy. Now then, let's try with a bit of egg. Have a look at this. Just getting close for this encounter. Close encounters of the third kind. Here goes. Right, I'm gonna get that. We're gonna get that spicy omelette egg on that paratha, and then we're just gonna wrap it up. We're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna wrap it up. Look at that. Splendid. Definitely one of the best paratha I've tried. I'm not just saying that, and I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why this combination works really well. Because the paratha is so slim, it's so thin, when you wrap that egg in the middle of it, you're not having to chew your teeth out to get to that omelette. It's just a very, very slim paratha. So you're biting into that paratha and you're getting hold of them flavors and them tastes out of that omelette. The spices, the warmth of that egg, the juices, everything just works absolutely amazing. Wow. I'm gonna have to reevaluate my score. I said 9.1. I thought they'd forgot all about them, but the paratha and the omelette came a bit late to the TFT, but you know what? It was well worth the wait. This score, which I gave before of 9.1, is now going up to 9.3. 9.3 for Porthole Coffee Shop. For the second time, you guys have officially been food troll certified. We shall see you for the next one.